Commissioner for Agric. At the national level, the Agric Minister is being applauded the world over. Is his work trickling down to the state level, and is it affecting Agric in Ekiti State in any way?
Yeah, you say we're in a country where we're beginning to get the policies right now, but unfortunately, one of the things that we still need to, articulate well is it's the state operation, how the federal arrangement needs to trickle down to the state, because the state is where the state is where the play is, because we don't have federal farmers. You only have farmers at the state level.
That's right.
You only have farmers at the state level. Take for instance, I'm so passionate about youths, doing commercial agriculture. I mean, we need to put together a thorough plan where we have our youth well incentivized into agriculture, and that is what you've seen happen in Ekiti State, where we created a platform where a youth in Ekiti State can easily come into the space of agriculture, play within the space, and earn a living for himself or herself. I was listening to earlier interviews where we were talking about youths not being used for
brigandage.
Yes, but you see, if they have good things doing, they won't be used for such things, and that is what this current administration has done. I can give you an example. Just yesterday, we test run a broiler processing plant in Ekiti State. That will be the first time it's been done here in Ekiti State. Previous administration tried it, and let me, because you asked that's the Commissioner for Finance, the question. Some two administration ago, previous administration, they tried doing a broiler processing, and they spent close to ₦1 billion on that processing facility. We've just spent just 15 million naira. And we've test run that particular plant, and that will unleash serious development in the poultry value chain in Ekiti State, and it's being handled by youths. Existing poultry farmers will be able to breed and to breed broilers and push it into that factory. We'll be able to push whatever we are able to output here to the northern part of this of Nigeria.
You mentioned rice earlier.
Yeah.
Rice has been banned in Nigeria, the importation of rice.
Right. Yeah.
How much do you think Ekiti would produce to cater for 160 million people?
Yeah, very good question, and that takes me back to what we met on ground and where we are now. What we met on ground, Ekiti State is well positioned to do both rain-fed and irrigated agriculture, and also Ekiti State can do both upland rice and lowland rice, but unfortunately previous administration never tapped into this. Like I said, just 2013 alone, we've been able to produce, under just one of our rice program, we've been able to produce over 5,000 tons of
that can feed how many people?
Rice paddy. I can tell you that even if you look at what was distributed, what was sold in Ekiti State in December, in November, December, it's local rice produced in Ekiti State, processed in Ekiti State, and given to our family. We used to have what we call Igbimo rice and the rest that used to be stony. But if you look at what we have been able to process in 2013 alone in this state, we now have stoneless rice. And
are the indigenous buying the rice?
Indigenous are buying the rice. We're pushing rice paddy to Lagos State. Lagos State has a huge mill. We're pushing rice paddy to Lagos State to be processed as well. So that tells you something, that we're pushing rice paddy to Lagos State, which is actually the consuming center of Nigeria. That tells you that Ekiti State can feed not just the southwestern parts of the country alone, but Nigeria as a whole.
Okay, we have to wrap up now. So your final word, Commissioner for Finance, Mr. Kolaole, when you look at all of what has been said, how does that translate into revenue generation? How much money is coming into government? How much money would you say is making the rounds within the state?
Yeah, Presently, the government is laying the building blocks for development in Ekiti State, creating roads, providing infrastructure facilities, opening up the rural areas, providing water, providing amenities for people to be able to bring industries into Ekiti State. As I speak, about 3 or 4 industries are being constructed in Ekiti State. One in Iluomoba, another one is coming up in Umo. That will increase, one, the earning capacity of the people. The social security scheme that was created has created an economic activity within the local community. The buying power of the people have been improved upon. The farm gate prices have gone up. There is a multiplier effect